Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an
Break. Mike front forward. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Steps away to his left, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tyler. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 35 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Oakland. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And
go. 30 base. 80 weapons. On your team.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
I'm going back to you.
On 1st and 10, Tyler. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. Tyler on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. from 17 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know some.
Ready up. 43's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's hit it.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Tyler dancing to his left.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Looking to throw. Tyler. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Terrell Suggs came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tyler flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Tyler. Forced out to his left.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line.
Ready? 50, play. Hey, 5-7. 43's the mic.
To throw on 2nd down, Tyler. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Terrell Suggs able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 3rd and long, Tyler. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Shut down.
Throwing on 1st down. Tyler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw. Tyler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. 15-1. 15-1. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Hassan Reddick able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Check 4.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready, break. 58 for Mike. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. Tyler flushed out right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
That's how we do it, baby.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. From the gun, Tyler. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown.
Ready. 18 Gators. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, echo. Hey, it's our round. Get it.
On first and 10, Tyler eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Tyler being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Tyler steps away. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Tyler. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
to throw. Tyler. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Tyler. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of... Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Glendale. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is the NFL on EA Sports, and it will likely be the final season in which we say we've got football from Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going?
Ready. 51. Push him back. Push him back. Big trip.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Looking to throw on second down. Tyler escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 10-yard.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. To throw on second down. Tyler, and that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, Tyler. Wilson gives him Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Tyler. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Set. 60 outlaw. Come on, dude. Shoot.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to throw. Tyler got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Tyler out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And now this pass brought in by Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Go. Big grip.
Off the play fake. Tyler. And Wilson has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tyler. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
On the ready. 50, Mike's 50. It's been a long day for you. Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Ready.
On the draw, Richard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Hey, Mike 7.
14
Let's go,
yard line.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyler. Wilson snags it left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Bravo. Mike 50. Check.
Looking to throw. Tyler steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
All day. All day, baby. Come on, set. 90 Wolf. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Tyler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Tyler. And an alley to run. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Ready up. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh, they go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Tyler. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down, Tyler dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Tyler, and finding the tight end Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, we heard it, how heavily they stressed effective goal line offense this week in practice. Pays off there, they punch it in.
Now not only have we heard it, we saw it. All that preparation, and what it means is going back and examining what's been going wrong before. How can you correct it?
On the set. Check right. Let's go.
On first down, Richard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tyler over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back to throw. Tyler forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Tyler, flip. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dean Lowry, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's...
Here we go. 30 base. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down. Tyler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 3rd down. Tyler. And he locates Luke Wilson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Operating from the gun, Tyler, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ethan Westbrooks in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Buying time to his left. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. On third down, Tyler, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
Ready, set. Topper.
On first and 10, Tyler flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Recon, 132 Fox, go.
On second down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Faster.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Back to throw. Tyler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Tyler. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a first down. Back to throw. Tyler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tomadow Peko racks up the sack. 2nd and 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Get it.
On first down, Tyler. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Tyler being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was... Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. I'm Brandon Godden. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups, but the guys who...
Go! 18 Gator.
Check. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Tyler steps away to his left. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 16 yards of first down.
Ready to break.
Mike 50. I got one.
Throwing on first down. Tyler, and he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Ready. 61.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Tyler, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Cut it, 90 Wolf.
54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Tyler. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cassius Marsh able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Tyler got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver.
Ready, ready.
Off-play action. Tyler going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Tyler dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. From the gun, Tyler. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. Start your week by installing your game plan.